Hey friends, let's keep talking about those addition strategies that we can use to help us solve addition problems. Remember, when we're solving addition problems, we're taking two numbers or two add-ins and we're joining them together or adding them together to equal a sum. So the answer to an addition problem is called a sum. So yesterday we learned that one of the strategies that we can use is to use objects. So in this addition sentence, 3 and 2 are my add-ins. So I needed 3 objects and 2 objects, and when I count them all together, I get the total of 5. So 3 plus 2 equals 5. So we can use objects. We talked about that being any kind of small thing that you can make little groups of and move around and join together to help you add. Today, we're going to see that we can draw pictures to help us solve addition problems. So I did 4 plus 5. So when I say draw pictures, I don't mean that you're going to draw an elaborate picture for every number. I did stars because that's something that I can draw really quickly. You might use circles or squares, triangles, anything that you can draw really quickly, you can use for the draw picture strategy. So I have 4, that's one add-in, so I drew 4 stars, and then 5 is my other add-in, so I drew 5 stars. And then I counted them all together to get my total, my sum, which is 9. So 4 plus 5 equals 9. So let's try that with a different problem. So I'm going to write a different addition problem up here. Do 7 plus 2. So 7 is one of our add-ins, 2 is the other add-in, and I'm looking for my sum. So I'm going to draw pictures to help me solve. So I have 7 and 2. So I'm going to draw 7 circles. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. And now I need my other add-in in pictures. So that's 2, 1, 2. Now I'm going to count them all together. I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That gives me 9. I'm going to show you another way that you can solve using pictures that might get you to get your answer just a little bit quicker than this way. There's nothing wrong with this way. You can draw out each number. But remember, I told you sometimes you're going to add with larger numbers, with greater numbers. And so it might take a while to draw out things, just like it might take a while to count out something if it's a larger number. So let's say I wanted to do 3 plus 8. Now I can draw 3 things, and then I can draw 8 things, and then I can count them all together. If that's a strategy that works for you, that's fine for right now. You draw your 3 things, you draw your 8 things, and then you count each one by one, you count them. Another way that you can use drawing pictures to help you solve, though, is think about which of these numbers is greater. Well, 8 is the greatest add-in here. 3 is less than 8. 8 is the greatest add-in. So I'm only going to draw pictures for my lesser number. So I'm going to do circles again. So I'm only going to draw 3. But you're like, well, how am I going to know where to start counting if I don't draw my 8? Well, I can point to the number 8 and say its number, and then I keep counting as I count the other 3. So it would look like this: 8, 9, 10, 11. So 3 plus 8 equals 11. So I'm going to do one up here, and I want you to try it this time. Try drawing it with pictures. Let's do 6 plus 4. So you pause the video, see if you can solve 6 plus 4 using the draw pictures strategy. Now, when you're done doing this strategy, you might think this isn't really the one for me, but I still want you to practice it just to see if it's a good one for you. So pause the video, try 6 plus 4. All right, so I can draw 6 things and draw 4 things. That's fine. I can draw out each of my add-ins and count them all together, just like I did over here. I drew out 4 and I drew out 5, and then I counted each one individually. Or I can put the greater number up here in my brain and point to it, and then draw the other one. So I'm going to do circles again. I'm only going to draw my lesser number, which is 4. So that's going to give me 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 6 plus 4 equals 10. Is that the same sum that you got? So far we have two addition strategies, two ways that we can use to help us solve problems. We can use objects, things that we can move around, make groups of, and join together. And we can also draw pictures.